without sorrow. We wage war without
Let's do this. Yeah.
sympathy. This is the only way to live and die a true soldier.
How's that, Flash? Holy shit.
Rise of the Jedi, I'm a fly with a red eye. If you got as high as me, you would die like a Jedi. I've been dark side living and I hope that I'm forgiven, but I don't give a fuck if I'm not, cause I'm winning. Burn me alive, see if I die. Rise from the ashes, no longer Jedi. I'm with the Sith, suck on my dick. Please call me Vader, I'm not Anakin.
Welcome to the place where you're in the camera and I'm on the screen. I'm your host, Emid. Welcome to the show. If you were easily offended, there's the door. Get the fuck out. And today we're reviewing the game that is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. And we're going to kind of focus on the campaign here, but we're going to talk about the game as a whole. This is an absolutely phenomenally done shooter. One of the best games to come out in the last decade in the shooter franchise. Beautifully done campaign, beautifully done multiplayer. So let's jump right into it. We're going to discuss the game. We're going to give it a review. We're going to rate it, and we're going to end the video. That's all you're going to get in this video. So let's jump right into this Call of Duty reviving game that is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 is the 22nd game in the Call of Duty roster. It is a prequel to the original Modern Warfare, which released in 2007, and is built off of the Modern Warfare 3 engine for movement, and is just phenomenally done and polished up beautifully. Modern Warfare 3 and the Modern Warfare franchise is in most people's top games and top shooters of all time, including my own. Modern Warfare 3 is still one of my top 5 favorite games ever made. It's a wonderfully done game. 2, actually, that's a lie. 2 would be my top 5. 3 is a close is pretty close, but it's probably the best shooter that has ever released. This is just a polished version of that. It's a prequel. It sets up following a bunch of characters bouncing back and forth, trying to track down this terror organization that has stolen a bunch of chemicals to make a dirty bomb, and we're trying to track them down. This is actually the creation of the team that we later follow in the Modern Warfare franchise. This is the creation of that team. That's what we're playing as. That's what we're getting into. We're getting into the backstories of a few of the characters, as well as just learning how the team came together originally. This is the first iteration of the team that we know of, and it's beautifully done. From start to finish, this is an absolutely beautiful, polished game, and I have zero complaints about it so far. It's just a great game. Starting off in the game, we jump right into infiltrating a compound in Russia that is believed to hold a bunch of terrorists, as well as a bunch of these chemicals that we're chasing. We fail, and all those chemicals get lost. Then we jump forward right into a bombing in Paris, where there's chaos in the streets. We have to navigate through that chaos and go forward, launching us into what is the trail of this organization. Some of which in that organization are not who they seem to be and not who you would expect. And that creates a great game to follow. And it's just beautifully done from front to back. Every level of this campaign is beautifully designed and unique, creating a fresh, beautiful, honestly genius take on the shooter franchise. It's completely unique with every level. It never gets repetitive, and it never, ever gets boring. You're from front to back in each level. I was absolutely just so into it. It's never over the top or unbelievable. It's always grounded in realism, but just crazy enough that you're like, okay, this is a little much, but also never over that line where it's like, okay, this would never happen in real life. It's all realistic situations and all realistic places that you would think you would find yourself. I think level design was just phenomenally well done here, and I think that it really shines in the dark levels for me, whether it's you're waiting for a flare to pop so you can shoot bad guys as they're approaching your compound, whether it's you're in a cave because you've been trapped and you're shooting your way out, or whether it's you breaching a house with night vision and a full crew of people trying to get the bad guy at the top of the house. These are just wonderfully done levels and beautifully created to really captivate your attention, and that is a beautiful thing. Sound design in this game was phenomenally done. The only thing that I have to complain about, which is something I complain about in movies and games in general, is suppressors. Now, a sound suppressor will muffle and suppress a sound, not completely mute it. And sometimes in video games and sometimes in movies, they take this leisurely way of making the gun nearly silent or making it sound like it's almost not there at all, which is not what sound suppressors do at all. There are some really good innovations in this technology that allow some guns to do that are lower caliber. But when you get up to something like an M16 or a 50 caliber sniper rifle, you're not going to be getting just a... It's just not happening. But that's just a complaint I'm always going to have, being somebody who is into guns and who does know what those things sound like in reality. Not that they can't sound that quiet, just that sometimes they just take a little bit of leeway into not so realistic with that. But other than that, every vehicle, gun, explosion, absolutely everything makes you feel like you are in the game, makes you feel like it's in your face, sounds just crisp and beautiful. The sound design in this game is absolutely phenomenal, and the score is very simplistic. It elevates and enhances emotions and scenes without overpowering those things, which sometimes shooters do. And it's honestly almost unnoticeable at times here, and sometimes it's a little too much when it comes to some of the action scenes, but that's okay. That's kind of what you expect coming into a shooter, especially in this genre, and that's completely fine on my book. The next thing I want to talk about is the voice actors. So every single character in this game feels so fleshed out and like you're in this cohesive, already established, beautiful world that we just are witnessing happen, right? And I think that stands out the most with Price and Fada. This game is phenomenal front to back. And a large part of that has to do with the voice actors and their dedication to their craft and how good they can convey intensity, emotion, sadness, hurt. It's just, and these people do it phenomenally well. Price and Fada do it better than anyone else in the game, honestly. Price, when he's on screen, he's my favorite character by far. When he's on screen, he commands your attention. He captivates you and you can't look away. You believe what he says to a point where you almost feel like you could join this group. You know what I mean? Like, he just has that power around him, and Fada does as well. And the scene towards the end of the game, when they are speaking to each other before they go into the finale of the game, is one of the best shot. For one, it's beautifully shot. It's something that games do a lot more lately, and I really love it. They use a lot of cinematography to really frame out and make you feel the emotion of the scene and the weight of what's happening. And it's beautifully shot, beautifully edited, beautifully animated, and beautifully acted out. And I absolutely love that scene.
Got your six, Captain.
Farah! Let's talk.
This is getting good.
I know how this works, Captain.
Not this time. They gave Hadir to the Russians.
They'll kill him.
If he's lucky.
Looks like you saved the free world again, Captain Price.
Hadir located Barkov's lab in eastern Georgia.
Gas factory.
He had plans to destroy it.
It is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But we're all a little crazy, aren't we? Isn't that right, Alex?
Affirmative, sir.
Fucking Alex. I like how he just deserted and joined them.
We can finish what he started.
You're a good friend, Captain. And the worst enemy, I'm sure.
Truth.
But I do not cross borders and invade. I defend my people here at home.
Well, sometimes the best line of defense. It's all there. Plans, personnel.
I see. A militia with no ties to the West could carry out this mission.
And they'd all blame the terrorists, wouldn't they?
I knew I could trust you. If Barkov's there, he's mine.
And just in general, shout out to the voice acting cast. You guys are all incredible, and you did an amazing job with this game. Now, this wouldn't be a full review if we just talked about the campaign. We do have multiplayer and Warzone in this, which that's what multiplayer is. Multiplayer is split up between two things, Warzone and the main multiplayer, which is really strange, but in a good way. Let's touch on multiplayer first. Multiplayer is based off of and really bites off of the other Modern Warfare games, mostly 2 and 3, which are the better ones. With the maps, the combat system, the guns, everything being pulled from those, because this is a prequel after all. And it is phenomenally done. It is one of the most satisfying, beautifully created, absolutely fun from fucking front to back games that you could possibly play in the shooter genre in general. It's just great. It's one of the best things about the game. I could literally play it for years, like with no problem, never getting bored. It's so much fun. It is the most satisfying game to play because it's very satisfying when you get a kill, which also feeds into Warzone, which Warzone is the second battle royale that Call of Duty has put out, but it blew the fuck out of fucking Blackout. It just blew it right out of my memory and created this beautifully done fucking golden standard for a battle royale game. Truly, it is one of the best, if not the best, battle royales out, period. It is the golden standard for battle royales, and I love that they're taking the approach of keeping it as its own thing, but also having it connect all of the other properties within the Call of Duty franchise and making one cohesive area in which everybody can have fun. I hope Warzone keeps its hype. I hope it keeps its popularity because it is so much fun. Now on this channel, we rate everything on a scale of 1 to 13. Now, for me, personally, my opinion, this is a 12 out of 13 game. My only real complaint in this whole thing is that this game is so short. It's so very short. It could have been much longer and I would have loved it. I get why they did it the way they did it, but God, I just want more, man. But that's okay. It's phenomenally done and an absolute must play if you're a shooter fan, period. It's one of the best campaigns a shooter's had in a decade or more, at least. It's fucking phenomenal. It's really good. It's very much a return to form for Call of Duty, and it's very much a rebirthing and a bringing of new people into the Call of Duty franchise, and that is one of the things that I absolutely love about it. It'll be in my top games of all time for a very long time to come. It's a very good game. With all that being said, that's going to do it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If you want to see a full, in-depth gameplay of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare campaign, as well as a bunch of Warzone clips and a bunch of other stuff for multiplayer, be sure to check down below. There will be a actual link to a playlist of my gaming channel and a link to my gaming channel as well, where you can see that stuff. If you want to see me play Warzone, be sure to check out my Twitch channel, also in the description down below, and all my other social medias are down there. If you want to keep up with me, see what I'm doing, see what I'm playing, see what I'm into, see when these videos are going to come out, all those links are going to be down below, so be sure to go check all that stuff out. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will see you all in Valhalla. Ta-ta for now.
Can't be asleep when I'm awake, trying to be happy, but it's fake. Something is just wrong with me. I have insomnia dreams. Close my eyes to see the dark. Sounds all around me will stop. Kept up with thoughts I can't see. I have insomnia dreams.